Hello, we are live from the real central Maine. We are live from Bangor area. I live now in a suburb of Bangor. So we are live from the one and only Stephen King. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. We're going to touch base on a lot of that today. I'm in the Stephen King neck of the woods now. This is my first vodcast here, so that's why I'm coming on live. I didn't have a guest at first. I just wanted to kind of come on and see how this would work, if you guys can hear me. So if anybody is listening, if you are watching, if there's a delay or anything, please comment. Right in the comments, I can barely hear you. Delay. I'm just trying to fucking figure everything out here. It's my third day in my new house, and it's 2.5 hours away from where I used to live. I'm almost into Canada now, so it's hard to see if this is even working. But Gina says, sounds good. Thank you for joining us, Gina. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad it sounds good. And like I said, I'm broadcasting live from my new home. Lilac, awesome. Sounds so good so far. Awesome. So it's been a crazy fucking week. As you know, moving is hard. Real quick, if you guys want to, real quick. So check the virtual tour. So the girl literally sold me the trailer with everything in it. So this is a lot of her shit. It's my kitchen. And I'm going through stuff right now. And I had to literally empty out the fridge. Clown is mine. But my living room, she left everything. TV. I mean, like I said, the dolls and Ghostbusters shit's mine. But the coffee table, curtains. She even left the mustard in the fridge. So I'm adjusting. You know, I saw some deer, some bat, and some porcupine. And some good old boys riding four-wheelers with fucking shotguns on their backs. So it's a pretty cool little area that I'm in now. Let me adjust that better now that I fucked up. Thank you, Lilac. Gina, awesome. Thank you so much. Kathy, you're awesome. Thank you, Kathy. Big supporter of mine. Kathy, you're the best. So without further ado, she is the hostess with the mostest for the Witchen Life Guide show. She's a sensitive, clairvoyant, almost like a medium. She's working on some stuff. She worked a little bit with Cindy Garza from the Holzer Files on some of her mediumship stuff. She's an herbalist. She's a mother. She's my personal shrink and probably one of the strongest women I know mentally and physically, even though she doesn't like to think so. She's also the co-founder of Historically Haunted Paranormal. So without further ado, you fucking people know her. Heather Caminiti. Hello, Heather.
Hello. How is everybody doing? Doesn't that look good behind him? He is so proud. I'm so proud of him.
I'm gonna have proud. You know, I have a plan. I'm gonna have a killer little vodcast room.
That is not even remotely close to what you're gonna do, but it takes time. But it looks really good. And what a fucking week this has been.
It's the voodoo doll I bought in Salem last week.
But that's not for me, right? You're not gonna do voodoo on me. Right?
Well, it's got love stuff, so I can put it on your boobies or something.
Oh, well, good. Okay. We're fine then.
But no, I mean, Gina says hello.
Hello, Gina. How are you?
Vasselblom. I hope I said that right. I'm sure the L might be silent. Vasselblom, maybe. I'm so glad you could join us, Gina. Nice to see you. Lilac, welcome. It really does look killer. Thank you so much, Lilac. Lilac's tuned into a lot of shows before. I bought and paid for it, man. For those of you who don't know, I keep a little bit of my private life. Whatever, she's saying hello to you, Heather.
Hello.
I keep a little bit of my private life private, but for the most part, I've been homeless for about 3 years, as Heather knows. Since my mom passed away, I've been shacked up with Heather, and Heather being a mother, it's hard. So I've been kind of rotating, trying to give her space. And recently I've come into a little bit of money, and I bought myself my own home, and I bought it cash. I own it, and it's 2.5 hours away from Heather. Because she's made the journey, but it's worth it, I think. And let's talk a little bit about my area, Heather. We'll jump into stuff with you for sure in a second. Doing good here in Michigan. Ooh, all right, Michigan Dog Man. Killer. Awesome, Gina. Very cool. Michigan's killer. So those of you that don't really know Maine that well, because I know this reaches a lot of all over the place. Maine is home, of course, to Stephen King. He grew up and was born in Durham, Maine. He went to the same high school as me, Lisbon High School. He's got a house in Bangor. I know he lives in Florida, other stuff. But there's a lot of sites here that are based on his books and movies. And Heather and I actually went to one 3 or 4 days ago. We went to, go ahead.
That mill. Yeah. So that was amazing.
The Barnstable Mill.
Yeah. The Graveyard Shift. That movie came out, was it 1990? So, cast iron bitch.
Yeah. It came out in 1990 exactly, actually.
Yeah. And what was fun is after we went to see that, coming back and watching it, and like watching the movie and the intro and everything and a whole lot. That movie, we didn't actually finish it, but we should do that because I love it.
It's funny because people. I mean, I love Stephen King. You know, fucking me, right? I'm Stephen King's little fucking lapdog, if I could be. But there, I mean, between it, Pet Sematary, great, but Graveyard Shift gets no fucking love. The Shining, of course, steals the spotlight, but Graveyard Shift is a great movie. That whole movie was filmed in Maine, in Harmony, Maine, where the mill is, and it's still there today, and in Bangor. And it's about, if those you don't know, it's about basically giant rat. It's a big fucking factory where they make wool out of sheep wool. They make like yarn, and they still do to this day. Actually, me and Heather want to go back when it's open and buy some shit. But yeah, dude, if you watch the movie, the whole thing, the killing scenes, the murder scenes, even the graveyard that's in the river, that river, me and Heather stood by and smoked.
Yeah. I mean, there's, I don't know if there literally could be one of those graves that was from the movie, because the way they had it in the scenes and just like sticking out of the water. I don't know. I'm hoping somebody forgot a piece and it's still there waiting for us to find. So that would be very cool. But the cool thing about like Stephen King movies, such as A Graveyard Shift, it's a horror movie, but it's not really based off. I mean, it's shit that could really happen. Like Stephen King writes stuff that's real and scary, like Needful Things. That's probably, I know everybody loves Pet Sematary because why not? It's amazing. But Needful Things, I think, is probably my favorite story of his. It's one of the first big books of his I read.
It's like when people. Sorry to cut you off, but it's like when people go, "Oh, I love Stairway to Heaven," but that's not even their best song. Like I love The Shining and Pet Sematary, but that's not even his best work. I mean, Sleepwalkers, where the mother and the son are cats, and remember the cars. So much good shit, and like you said about this factory, this is real shit. I mean, the rats aren't going to be as big as in the movie, but there are gigantic rats. There are accidents. People used to die in these fucking mills and get fallen into the press machines all the time. Remember the beginning where it falls in and the blood goes everywhere and the fucking rats are eating the blood and shit. So we watched the movie a long time ago. We went to the place. It's an hour away from my home now. But we didn't see the cemetery. We may have to go back and look. But for those of you who follow me on Facebook, you see my movie site. I have like a thing I put my movie sites because me and Heather go to. Geez, we've been.
It's like a scavenger hunt, really.
Yeah, especially in New England, there's a lot of Stephen King stuff, and in of course Massachusetts, Salem, Hubie Halloween, so much stuff filmed there. Like exactly, see, yeah, exactly, Lilac, you're right. Let's see, Jim, what's up, Jim? My brother Stephen lives a couple of miles from us in his Lovell home. Lovell, Massachusetts or New Hampshire, right? He's all over the place. He's all over the place. Nicole checks in. Nicole, not feeling well. Sorry, Nicole.
I hope you feel better.
We do hope you feel better. Love seeing The Shining, my favorite. Yeah,
Shining's good. That's a great one.
I was about 7. Yeah. My first horror movie. My stepfather went hunting, and my mom was watching The Shining, and I got up and she let me watch it. And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" After watching Disney World your whole life, when you're 7, you're like, "What the fuck are these two girls? Why is there blood? Like, why is there like a rabbit sucking some dude's dick? What is going on?" Yeah. What a crazy movie. I'm not gonna hurt you, Wendy. I'm just gonna bash your brains in.
Yeah, that's how Pet Sematary and Carrie, Christine, and Cujo were for me. Like I was young, like watching all those. Firestarter too. That was my very first movie I ever saw in a movie theater. Was Stephen King's Firestarter from 1984. My very first
one. The new one, you and me, remember?
Yeah.
Not as good as the original, but
definitely not. And I was just obsessed with it then. I knew, I'm like, I want powers. I want to do that, and I've been working on it ever since.
You're the new Carrie. Oh yeah. but that's our. Oh, it is in Maine, Jim. Jim said it's in Maine, his house. Oh, that's cool. Like I said earlier, me and Heather have been to his the home where he was. Basically, he was born in a hospital, but where he grew up in Durham, Maine, on Runaround Pond Road. That's his childhood home. You can fucking Google it. I've been there. I've talked to the current owner. I saw the apple tree he used to sit under and write his school essays. Right next door is the oldest Methodist church in New England that he used to preach at and go and attend. Me and Heather have been there. We've been to his house in Bangor. I'm a half hour fucking away from that. And we just recently went to the mill. Runaround Pond, the road that he's on is Runaround Pond Road. There's a pond called Runaround Pond. That's where you get the leech scene for Stand By Me. Used to go swimming in there. Same high school, Lisbon High School, Lisbon Greyhounds.
Where did we go where like the ghost dog or the demon dog is seen?
Is that? Well, there's Loon Pond where there's a 3-legged ghost dog.
That's
scene.
the one I'm thinking of. That's the one.
That's
Loon
in Maine.
Pond.
Loon Pond. But there's also a demon dog scene at Anderson too. There they say a hell's dog. But real quick, just to get off Stephen King. I know we're not gonna be all about Stephen King this whole, but just to really touch on that. We're gonna go to the Pet Cemetery house. Me and Heather. It's in Hancock, Maine, where little Gage got killed, run over, smashed, destroyed, obliterated by the Mack truck. That house is still there and it's still yellow with the wraparound porch, and the field that Gage ran through to chase the kite before he got fucking killed is there. Judd's house across the street's there. So we're gonna go hit up as much as we can, and we're gonna go do it. I'm gonna go every day and try to sit outside Stephen King's house, his one here in Bangor, until he fucking comes out and I can meet his ass and get an autograph
or get you a restraining order. Either way, the restraining order is going to have a signature. So,
and I'll be known. Local man stalks Stephen King. Historically haunted. I'll be in handcuffs. Historically haunted on YouTube.
Like, of course.
Oh shit! But no, that's good stuff, and I think that's what keeps you going, because everybody knows, dude. Me and Heather have been going through some shit lately until I get this money. Even since I've gotten it, I put a TV in yesterday and it fell on my fucking head and broke a couple days ago. So shit happens, and what I'm trying to do with all this is just let you guys know that things are going to look up, things work out, and thank you, Nicole, for sharing. And no, we haven't met him yet, Nicole. And Nicole, we've met Stephen King, not yet. But the long story short is look for something fun to do, man. Everybody works. Everybody's got kids. We all get shit. But you guys can find movie spots. You guys can find haunted locations. You guys can find cemeteries. Like Heather says, there's something in every town. Am I right, Heather?
There is. There's something. Your town started somewhere. You weren't the first one there.
There's probably a historical society in your town. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah. And you know what? If it hasn't been found yet, then you be the one that finds it. You be the one that brings it to light. It's fun. I mean, life is really hard. Life is really hard. And it's every day there's something new trying to bring you down. And it will happen if you got to keep fighting. And it's really hard, but you really got to keep fighting and doing stuff that you're passionate about, and really not caring about if someone thinks it's stupid, if it's a waste of time. You know?
And that's how you and me were at the beginning. We've been going on for almost 5 years and now. And I feel like in the beginning, we used to be very like, oh, I got a Facebook like. Ooh, someone likes my stuff. Oh, someone did like my stuff. And now it's to the point where I do my thing. And if you don't like it, fucking piece the fuck out. Between Corona, my mom's death, me dying in a car accident. And of course, you've been through your own shit, your surgeries, your hip replacement, all that shit. And at the end of the day, people go, wow, how do you guys find time? And you guys seem so happy. And what a great couple. There's no fucking secret, guys. There really isn't. Living is a 24/7 battle. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Lilac. Lilac, send me and Heather a friend request.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, there is literally no perfect relationship out there, people. If you want to sit there and tell me that you and your man, or you and your woman, or you and your woman, whatever that is you do, have everything great and you got your shit together, well then great. I'm proud of you. I'm very happy for you, but that's just not realistic. Life is hard, and if we can just be nice to each other, have some fun here and there, and just literally be kind. But we really you have to stop caring about what people think, just as Jim Brown says.
Jim. I love Jim Brown. When I was in my car accident, Jim Brown helped me get a new car. And for that, I would literally fucking kill anybody. I probably should have said that on live thing, but I would literally do anything for you, Jim. He
won't kill anybody. I'm just going to say that right now.
Oh, that's a warning. But seriously, you and your little one, even your stepdaughter, your wife, Dawn, you guys are great people. And, yeah, I could. This is why I have this show. This is why I had my radio show. Is why you have, because we beat to our own drum. And when people go, well, I don't know, I want to go there, and they all follow the fucking rabbit. 9 out of 10 times when I post something, it's a place no one's either ever heard of or been. And while everybody's jumping on the Conjuring House's fucking dick, and everybody's jumping on Amityville and fucking, I get it, guys. They're all great places. I get it. But Jim Brown, Tombstone Paranormal. This guy goes to every graveyard he can see. Jim doesn't go to graveyards because the white lady's buried there, or the Easter bunny, or the fucking red demon goat. He goes to cemeteries to pay respect and to see things and to maybe see something else. And that's what it's about. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yes, Jim. And I'm saying the truth, and I'm not kissing your ass, Jim, but look at him and his wife got married in a cemetery. Look at that cover photo. There's a picture right there. Good people. Jim knows a lot of people by the Tuck Museum there, where the witch was. Eunice Goody Cole. Remember the only girl accused of witchcraft in New Hampshire? We went to her site, and Jim's family's around there. Oh, Nicole, you're not saying single. Get the fuck out of here. You're on the wrong page. If you want to date, you're on the wrong fucking page.
But you know what, Nicole? Let me tell you, there's a lot of tools out there if you want to stay solo for a while, though. Don't even worry about that. If that's what you need to do. You do what you got to do, okay?
Even if you're not single.
Yeah.
That's how it comes down to. And I'm telling everybody this. I know it's historically haunted. We're not really even talking about any of that. We're just kind of rapping. But I'm telling you this, guys, seriously, for someone who literally had to shit in back of an RV for 3 years, I didn't have a toilet. Me and Heather kind of broke up, and I didn't get, whatever. I was kind of alone, and I had options. I did have friends and family, but I roughed it out. I didn't have electricity for almost 3 years. I had to literally use the bathroom out back of an RV in a parking lot of a flea market in Maine. And now I own my own home, and I'm 6 months paid on rent at $255 a month lot rent. And I'm not bragging. What I'm saying is never give up. Never give up, never give up, never give up. I wanted to fucking off myself so many times, and I didn't, and I stuck with it. And every time I went by a cemetery, I'd stop. When I went by a haunted building, I stopped. I did research. Then I'm getting show offers. I've been on like 20 podcasts, not bragging, just saying. Yeah. I'm getting paid to do a radio show. You follow your passion. Don't let a death, don't let homelessness, don't let someone who thinks you're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid. Fuck what anybody thinks.
Don't let them win. Don't let them win.
No, dude. I know it's turning into like a motivational thing. I'm going to get off on this, and I'm not trying to act like I'm better than anyone. But just what I'm saying is, Heather, and just do, man. Just live between Corona and life. Let people live, dude. Gay, black.
Well, and this is the thing too, Adam. You knew what you wanted to do.
Cheers,
Absolutely. You knew what you wanted to do, and you did it within your means. You knew what your limit was. You made it happen. Honestly, if it could be in a situation where we could have a 4-bedroom house where we're living together right now and everything's great, how amazing would that be? But that's not in our cards right now. It's just not possible right now. So we did what we had to do to make life right now survivable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be like this forever.
Don't let people write your story. If I listened to everybody, I wouldn't be here right now. You know why? Why are you moving up to fucking East Bumfuck, Maine? Why are you moving up 3 hours away from your friends and family in Lewiston and New Hampshire and Saco? Because I'm living for me. I love my friends, my family, my girlfriend, but I'm living for Adam. I saw a house for under $20,000, and I can fucking own it, fully furnished with a washer and dryer and a bed, and I've been sleeping in a fucking sofa with no Wi-Fi. Or no one has been living in my shoes, yo. I died in a car.
And let's be real, like, and everybody, like,
just it. So I'm not.
Why should you not take something that's going to better your life just because it makes somebody else uncomfortable? That would be stupid, right?
Right.
And that's what people need to make sure they're always doing. Don't do things that make you uncomfortable for someone else's benefit.
Yeah. What Miss Walken, or Walken, I hope I say that right. It's hard to pronounce fucking names, but Lilac, that's a cool name. What I always tell people is that if you have to wake yourself up every day, you're the one that goes to bed by yourself every night. So you shouldn't be So shouldn't your opinion be what matters more than anyone? Yes, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, since I got this little bit of money I got, invest it in that, buy that. Well, you don't want to buy a house, go rent. We'll do this. And I'm like, I didn't even ask for these fuckers' opinions. And they're just like, oh, do this. And I'm like, what the fuck? So you know what I did? And Heather told me, I've never seen anybody do this. I got this money, and within a week, I have a home. Most people spend time shopping and looking and battling. I came all the way up 3 hours, looked at it, gave her fucking $5,000 cash down payment, and kept it. And my fucking life's fantastic. I'm part of the Warren legacy. I'm part of all this stuff. And none of that. I love all this stuff. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. But right now, I'm happy because I have a fucking home that no one can kick me out of. It's locked and secured. And I got it by doing me. And like I said, I'm not going to go this whole thing about this, but just me in this house. This whole point is do yourself. Well, I guess it's what Heather told me.
Well, you can do that too.
Like, what I mean, which you can do. But I mean, what I'm saying is, like, just keep being you beautiful people out there. You people listening, you guys just support me. I love you. Lilac, Nicole, Jim Brown, Heather, anybody that's listening that's not commenting, my haters. I'm sure there's some of you out there that are watching and going, look at this fucking guy. Good. I love you too. I love you too. I wish you all the best. I wish everybody the best because at the end of their life, what does it matter? We're going to die and go to heaven or hell or just die. And they're going to go, well, he went to the Conjuring house and was on TV and he was on Paranormal 911 and he had none of that matters. Remember by what you do and what you are and the fucking, anyway.
Yeah. No, but well said. Well said, sir. So, yeah.
Some hearts there. Annabelle, not Chucky. If you look, Nicole, I got
Chucky.
Annabelle, signed by Tony Spera. When me and Heather met Annabelle and Judy Warren and all the Warren family, he signed the Annabelle that I got. The rosary was blessed by Plato, the father. And then when I went to the Warren Con, I brought her again. So she's actually met Annabelle twice. Some people have never seen Annabelle. She's been face to face with the Annabelle. And
literally, I think you pretty much put her face.
If you look at the picture, I'm like, say hi to your sister. And I was like, and we both looked at the real Annabelle, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That doll's fucked up. That was amazing. Yeah. And of course, my Chucky, the original one. And then I got this, just to show and tell time. And the other day when I had Brian Bohall on the show, look, there's my belly. He had this is a Jason mask I had signed by Kane Hodder. Heather was there. Remember Heather, the real Jason?
Yep. Yeah, that was at Rock and Shock. That was fun. That was a fun event.
Yeah. So I got my little pieces. These have been in totes, man, and I get to show some shit off. My little Ouija guy. And then real quick.
So your things, your shit has been in totes for 5 years.
World's smallest Ouija board. Record breaker. Yeah, my stuff's been in totes. And it's nice to fucking show it around and be like, that's Killer Diller. But yeah, I honestly don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and that's okay. Because there's no rule book. There's no right way. There's no
holy shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. Stop the fucking phone. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, Mr. Childers. How are you?
I thought he didn't like me anymore.
He's probably all looking for
hearts,
profit.
no comments, no nothing. He gives me a Corey Taylor signed picture and he fucking goes out of my life like a thief in the night. I love you, Dave.
Busy.
I saved Dave from USS Salem.
Like a thief in the night.
I know. I love Dave. We're supposed to hang out when he moved to New Hampshire. It never happened. But I love you, dude. You're good people. So, yeah, man. Oh. Moonshine. Pickles. I did this the other day in my live video at my house. You ready for this shit? It's like 180 proof. Moonshine pickles. Yeah.
Is there literally anybody watching that wants one of those right now? Because I bet there isn't.
Diesel fuel.
Comment below if you want one of those guys. Look at what he's doing. Look at his face. Listen to his sounds. And come on, do you want one of those? Yeah.
They're hungry, Joe.
I can't do moonshine. It's almost like, and I want to so bad because it seems so Southern hardcore, and I want to do it. I want to be Southern hardcore, but.
Yeah. Well, your boy Yellow Wolf will be proud of me. Oh, Nicole wants one.
She's crazy. You're crazy.
Facebook user wants one. I'm willing to bet that's Nathaniel Elwell again.
That could be Nathaniel. I think Facebook user did a bunch of ghost emojis too. See, yes. Kathy, you're smart. She doesn't want to have her face melt off.
Once you get past the swallowing, it's fine.
That's what she said.
I love this girl.
Is this...
Wash it down with a cast iron bitch and you're good.
That's funny. So, okay, does anybody have any questions about...
Ooh, hold on a minute. I got to go off camera.
Oh, good God. Does anybody have any questions, about anything? Do you have... Nicole tried the hot chips before. That's... Like, when you guys add hot sauce to things, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Oh, Mr. Sanders. Mr. Sanders did the emojis with a ghost is.
Christopher.
All right, Chris, what's your question? Give us a question, Chris.
I drove to Iowa twice with that fucking bastard. We drove 22 hours straight.
I want to know what his question's going to be.
22 hours in a car with this fucking ginger. Trying to sleep at an Indiana rest stop. Holy
That's good on him more than good on you, though. 22 hours with you straight?
He wouldn't even okay. Let me drive 2 hours of it, I think.
Yeah. Well, I heard Chris never sleeps. Like an alien. I've heard that. I've heard that he might like lay down every once in a while, but Yeah.
He drove fucking, after we got pulled over and everything for fake cocaine that he thought was happened to be his underarm deodorant. I gave him God damn, it's like fucking woo.
Yeah, don't eat those. Don't eat those.
Oh, that's fucking. So, anyways, we get to Gettysburg at like fucking midnight, and he's I look over and I'm passing out, barely get my I look over, and he's on fucking Google or Facebook or fucking Snapface or fucking Instacart, whatever the fuck. And then I wake up in the morning and he's already up, and I'm like, "Are you a fucking alien, Sanders, or what? Like, do you even sleep?" And then he got his buddy Jason who snores like a fucking banshee, but yeah, Chris Sanders don't sleep much. I don't know. He's a good dude. He's been through some shit. You guys got a chance, follow Chris and Dave on
It's Haunted Network.
It's Haunted Network and It's Haunted Network podcast. It's on their podcast. You'll find Dave Childers, and he's a succubus. Yeah, I believe that. Dave.
See?
Dave and Chris are the hosts on that podcast. Maybe one day they'll have me on as a guest. I've offered to have them come on. I'm going to call them out. They've denied it. That's fine. So yeah, like I said, I think we're on to I don't sleep, Chris says. That's true. So yeah, I think I don't know. I'm here all day tomorrow. I think I might head to the Pet Cemetery house or Dice Hearts. Dice Hearts now. Here's another movie, Stephen King. Maximum fucking Overdrive, right?
Does everybody remember that one?
Stephen King went to Dice Hearts, which is a truck stop in Bangor. There's two of them. There's one in Bangor and one in Herman. The one in Bangor is number 2, where you and Mia went. You went to chicken pot pie there, remember?
Yeah, that's the whatever they had. That's the normal, like the
chicken pot pie.
They're known for, yeah.
Chicken pot pie. They're not 24 hours, but that's the second Dice Hearts. But the original one in Herman, which I haven't gone to, neither of you. It's a 24-hour truck stop, like a big truck stop restaurant.
Exit 180. It's exit 180.
And Stephen King had breakfast there back in like 1987 because he bought the house in Bangor in 1980. And I guess or 1982 or something. I forget what year he was there having breakfast, but he saw trucks going around. And he thought, what if these trucks kept going around and just circled and never let you go? Bing bong, maximum fucking overdrive. Haley's Comet gets stuck. And everything that has an engine is possessed and killing humans. What a fucking movie.
See, I'm talking about Stephen King shit can really happen. It's not, like, I'm sorry, anything in this world can really happen at this point.
Oh, I've seen some fucking shit. We
have seen some.
Oh, yeah. Chris, too. Me and Chris have seen, me and Chris Sanders saw some demonized once at the Pineland Farms Cemetery. They were all the feeble.
Were they red?
They were like white, or like clear white, but like really tall. Someone's like, oh, it's probably a horse or a coyote. We're like, what? But yeah, see some shit. So yeah, being up here is really cool. There's a lot of cool shit. Like I said, me and Heather went to the Graveyard Shift where Stephen King shot the whole movie Graveyard Shift. We went to the mill. That's in Harmony, Maine. So there's a lot of sites up here, a lot of different shit. So it's great. It's great. It's great for my YouTube channel. Guys, check out my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. Please do it. I'm up to 78 now. I had 69 last week, but now I'm up to 76. Adam, the Historian Ghost Hunter. All separate words.
Can't you put it in the chat?
I don't fucking know how to do that stuff.
I don't either.
I think it's in the thing on the bottom. You actually right there. Subscribe to Historically Haunted. That's where all the replays, like the archives of my radio show and my podcast show. Nicole asked, I'm going to do the vodcast still. Well, that's what this is, Nicole. This is the vodcast. I'm going to do this every Tuesday. I switch because everybody's busy during Saturdays. Everybody's off in fucking
especially in the summer.
East Bumfuck having barbecues and camping. So everybody's going to be busy on Saturday. So I switched to Tuesdays. Every Tuesday from 7 to 8. But the radio show every Friday, 8 to 9, regular thing on the Paranormal King Radio Network. Heather's going to be doing her show again, Witch and Life Guide show. That's going to be coming back every other Thursday. And, oh, that's cool. Awesome, Dave. Yeah, that was pretty wild, brother. I fucking pushed
that was crazy.
I just really wanted to hug you, Dave. I wanted to touch your nipples, but I luckily the demon gave me an excuse. But yeah, Dave's sitting there. And if you guys ever... The USS Salem is it was built in 1947, but commissioned in 1949. It's a World War II battleship, and it's based in Quincy, Massachusetts. Now, Quincy, Massachusetts is where John Quincy Adams was born, and John Adams lived, his father, the second and I think like 20th president. They're both presidents. So his house is there, John Quincy Adams' house as well. A little side note for you motherfuckers, because I'm that fucking good. Quincy, Massachusetts is home of Dunkin' Donuts. It's where the first Dunkin' Donuts was, and you can go see their franchise store.
That is important information. Right
Put
there.
me on Jeopardy, motherfucker. Sign me, Alex. Oh no, who is it now? Not Alex anymore. God rest his soul. But anyway, so USS Salem is USS Salem's in Quincy, Mass, right on the harbor, and this thing has seen close to 100 deaths on it. It was basically
not in war.
No, well, it went to like typhoons and earthquake support and fire support in war. I think it was the USS like Wyoming or Washington or something that caught fire. And half the people that were burned went onto the USS Salem to recover, and they died on board because they went from the fire to that, and that's where the makeshift morgue was. And USS Salem. They shot a movie there too. I forget the name of it. But
great crew there. It's a great ship.
Yeah,
an amazing ship.
Yeah, so Dave Childers, it is a great ship. Dave Childers, whatever. Long story short, he's moved up here from the south. Did a lot of work down there with Stormy Daniels and a bunch of other people down there. So he's up now.
Eating crawfish.
Eating crawfish, daddy. So he's up in New Hampshire now, long story short. So he goes on the USS Salem with us and Chris Sanders and I think it was Matt Warner, Russ Driver.
Jason was there.
Jason Aleo, Kyle Palmer, me, I think Nick and Kim Gates, I think, right? So we're all on there. And Dave was there at the time, and he's talking, and he's kind of showing the speaker box thing, and this fucking mass, black cloud, almost like, and we're in this ship, as you can tell, Heather, it's fucking dark as night. And there's no windows in there. This mass comes over him, and I'm like, Dave, and I fucking grab him. I thought it was like a rain cloud, almost like it was. I've never seen anything like it. And he felt that he had his whole right side was chills. I remember that, Dave. That was a pretty crazy fucking experience. I'll pass on crawfish. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie's an actress and someone that goes.
It's good to see you, Debbie. It's good to see you again. The chickens, I love the chicken pictures.
Chicken. Yeah, she's Maine bound. She knows a lot. She knows a lot about the Tate House and shit. The George Tate House in Portland. So, all right, anybody in chat, you guys want to ask me? Now's the time. Ask me or Heather any questions. Any questions? I mean, literally, dude, it's open mic. You guys can say
anything you want to know.
Ask what the fuck do you guys like? I don't know. What's your sex life like? Just kidding. Ask us anything. Seriously, ask talk. I mean, this is a cool show. I don't want to be like, okay, guys, the Initiative fucking Paranormal Podcast is back, and we are here now with Frank fucking blah, blah, blah. You know me. I'm very much whatever, dude. It's my show. I do what I want. So if you guys want to talk, let's see. Lilac's fucking very active tonight. Crawfish are super tasty when cooked right. See?
So, like,
I never had one.
I feel like they'd be smushy. I feel like they'd be little smushy. Like, what do you do? Open up the little claws? Like, do you take the little crackers and, like, little claw crackers and open up the little baby claws? Like, what do you do?
Like a mini lobster. Because we're in Maine.
Yeah. So you get like 40 of them. You get yourself a little crawfish roll. Is that what you do? You take out the little meat? Like, help me out. I don't know. I'm from Maine. I've never lived anywhere else. I don't know how this goes. And of course, see, if Chris Sanders said tacos at the beginning, we would have known it was him.
Oh, fuck. Oh, of course, yeah. Chris, what kind of tacos do you like the most? Do you like steak? Do you like turkey? Or do you like pink? Just kidding, guys.
You're not kidding. It's like the
What's your favorite cemetery so far, or / for activity, or both? That's a great one. I'll answer mine after Heather. You go first. Mike is yours, girlfriend.
Oh boy. Okay, so for activity, because obviously we go to so many cemeteries, and
over 300 now.
There's a ton. Like, they're gorgeous. There's lawn cemeteries. There's a whole bunch of different types of cemeteries. But if there's one for activity, Anderson.
I was going to say,
and I knew you were going to say it, because that legit is 100% where I've seen stuff with my eyes, and it's not just a feeling you get, because I love those feelings and I believe in those feelings when you're at a cemetery and you get those like, oh, someone's with me. I believe in those. But when you see something, and I have seen shadows, I want you to tell them what we saw there by the log.
How many times do you feel? Sometimes you feel happy. Sometimes you feel sick. You felt mad once. You felt a lot of emotions there. You're sensitive too.
Yeah.
Wow. What did she say? Wow, 300 OMG. Well, yes. The thing is, Debbie, I've actually probably been to more. I just only started recently keeping count. But I used to go to cemeteries as a kid. I grew up in Lisbon. Like I said, I went to the same high school as Stephen King, and I was in the local paper for helping. I was in the cemetery picking up cemetery stones and fixing them with sticks to prop them up. And a reporter happened to go by and see me and my friend doing it. And we were in the paper. Mom had that somewhere, but local boy fixes up cemetery and shit like that. But I love it. I just love every cemetery's got a story. These people don't like to be forgotten. And I've been from every cemetery to the Night of the Living Dead cemetery in Evansville, Pennsylvania, where the Night of the Living Dead, the movie, was filmed. I've been to there. And I've been to cemeteries that have graves of famous people. I've been to the Richmond Vampire's grave in Richmond, Virginia, at the Hollywood Cemetery. GWAR, G-W-A-R, metal band's lead singer's grave. Me and Heather have been to the Boston Strangler's grave. Me and Heather have been to, witches' graves, murder victims' graves. We'll literally go for a fucking smoke ride, and there'll be, Debbie, you're in Maine. There's got to be, you'll see one plot, and then you look at this three. So it's a family cemetery. Yeah. We stop at those, and those count.
Yeah, one road could have. I mean, like, we've gone stretches of land, and we're not even really. We don't get up and go onto Google Maps and like map out our cemetery trips. We just get up and go down there. You have to kind of pay attention, obviously, to your left and your right while being safe driving. But they're right there on the side of the road, because when people died, you didn't really transport them very far. So the roads, as they expanded, as we've gotten bigger and more, expanded, the cemeteries are right by the roads everywhere here. Everywhere. And you can easily, one road could have 20 of them.
Well, how I put it is, I know people say, I mean, obviously people have been all, there's no exactly establishment fucking date. The earth was here, period, at one time. Yeah. But as far as colonization, as far as like American civilization, it started on the East Coast. Sure, it started on Fort Lauderdale, Florida too. I get that, like all that shit. But for the most part, the Pilgrims, all that stuff, it was here. And back then, you buried your dead in your yard. You buried your dead, and you had funerals in your living room, and you had weddings in your living room, and you gave birth in your living room. You didn't have hospitals. Your birth, your death, your life was on your farm. You go to town to trade shit, maybe go to the school and whatever, the local bar, maybe go on a trip. But for the most part, you lived and died where you were. That's how it passed on for generations. People didn't buy houses. They would just hand them down to their kids and fucking so on and so on. So in New England, me and Heather have been to 1600, 1638, 1668, 1692 grave sites, graveyards, because that's where people were. And I'm trying to think. I just had a brain fart because I'm stoned. But a lot of it is basically, that's fucking. It's where it all started, and if you really incorporate everyone, and you start like, if you look at you have permission. Everybody has permission if they want. If you're my friend, to go on my photos and check. And if you're not, for the most part, if I trust you, for the most part, you'll be able to see my photos, and you'll see that my cemeteries, say so many pictures, and I have them all documented. The year that they were established, where they are, the name of them, if there's any notable people buried there. And on the bottom, it's the year I went. And some are different. Some will be on Alice Obscura. Some are famous. Like me and Heather have been to Ed and Lorraine's grave, which is Stepney Cemetery.
Stepney, yeah. It's Stepney, yeah. Stepney.
Yeah, and real quick, we'll get back to the cemetery thing, but right here, with crawfish, you suck the juice out of the head and eat the tail of the meat. There's only a tiny bite of meat in the claws itself. So it's a mini lobster.
So
describing that, it felt like a porno.
I know, you suck.
But yeah, it sounds like a small lobster, baby.
That sounds like a lot of work, but I can now picturing y'all. My y'all came out. I don't even have that in me. So you guys are sitting at the table with this plate of little baby lobsters, just sucking the juices out of its head, and the little bit of meat. I want to go to dinner down there, and I'm going to watch this happen. That's all right. Bucket list made. Thank you, Lilac. That's
funny. Oh, look who decided to show up all the way from Colorado.
Miss Betsy, hello. Oh, we were talking about crawfish and sucking the head juice of crawfish.
Yeah. I stumbled across an old cemetery when I was a kid in Kansas, in the back of my uncle's farm. See, that's another thing. It's probably 1700s, maybe 18, but still, that's what they did. And back in their farms, usually, when me and Heather go by a farm, we'll look right away at the barn, right away at the animals, the cows. And then if you look to the back, there's a tree, normally a rock wall, and that's when we go, where's the cemetery? And 9 out of 10 times we'll find a fucking cemetery. We can't walk on it because it's someone's house unless you have permission, which we always ask permission, unless it's just on the side of the road. If it's right there, I'm like, quick couple pictures, fucking, I'll leave some coins. But just because it's not like I said, just because not every cemetery has got a lore or some phantom demon or a president or rock star buried doesn't mean it's not worth stopping at. You know what I mean? The cemeteries are worth, everything's got a story. I mean, you'd be surprised how much fucking shit that I've seen in cemeteries. And that goes back to Anderson Smith real quick too, because that's my thing.
Yeah, because you didn't really fully answer the question for her.
And if Chris Sanders is on, which he's probably not, I'd say that's probably his favorite too. Anderson Smith is, I believe, the second oldest in Maine. It's in Windham, Maine. Windham's got so much. I could literally do a whole episode on Windham, Maine itself. So unknown. That whole town is haunted, literally. And that's why I like it, because no one fucking knows about it, and it's all for me. Every time I go there, any place I go in Windham that I want to go, the cemeteries, Gamble Powder Mill, all that shit, the house where the Indian bell tower is, where that dude snapped his neck and all that shit, there's no one there. I get free reign because it's just open, and no one's ever there because fucking no one knows about it, and it's killer. So Anderson Smith, man, there's been people that if you type in Anderson space, like a slash thing, Smith, cemetery, Maine, Windham, Maine, it's on a lot of sites. It's cars are known to move on their own. Windows are known to go up and down on their own. People have heard radios go on. Never had that happen to me. I have, however, seen black mist. Me and Chris have chased a black shadow figure out of there. Heard voices. Cop came in one day and told us that some girls used to run a brothel out of there. Remember that? The cop
out of a tent in the field.
Yeah, girls who bring over here. Pay guys to fuck them out in the back over here. I'm like, no shit. And then I caught a rod one time. Anybody listening probably doesn't know what a rod is. Of course, everybody says, okay, a rod.
I didn't until that night. I'll tell you that.
It's not a fishing pole. It's a rod, too. A rod, R-O-D. If you YouTube flying rod, alien rod, R-O-D, it's about this long, it looks like. And it looks like a centipede or like a long stick with little centipede legs or wings. And it flies like a fucking bullet. And they don't know exactly what they are. People get them on slow motion, and it just looks like a long stick with wings. And I caught this at that cemetery. I don't have that picture anymore. Our boss did.
Like in multiple wings, not just like a set of wings. It's very bizarre. Because you know what? If you get into geometry of like the paranormal and the spiritual world, there's a lot of like just shapes. And the way this thing is shaped is not of Earth. I don't believe.
No, Nicole, no. It's not really a portal, Nicole. I mean, it could come through a portal. It's like a long. It looks like I said, like a centipede, but like a long stick, and it's got little wing flaps on like 20 of them on each side. You'll have to literally use. That's why I found it with like dark-eyed kids, black-eyed kids, and shit like that. I found rods a long time ago. Literally, no shit. And then I ended up seeing him one in person. I said, that's a rod. And remember, the girl goes, what's a rod? And they're all laughing.
I didn't know either.
And I YouTube rods, and you can see them. They're usually seen at airports and shit, but there's these long things, and they got little, they just come out of left field. When you slow the image down, you see it. It looks like a long arrow without an arrowhead or a back thing. It's a long thing, but with little flaps on it. You don't see a face or nothing. It's very, very fucking odd.
They call it, they've been the best, like an alien species. So it's a species. It is a creature, but of alien origin.
See, rods are
not of this system.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Betsy, my rods don't have wings, though. They're long and slender, but really bright. See, that could be different things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not even a rod then. I just know the rods that I've seen because I've watched literally hundreds of videos. They're all the same thing. They're all little flappy wing things with things. Maybe that's a different type of rod, but like I said, from what I've seen and what I saw, and I'm not trying to say anybody's right or wrong, but I do my research and documentation. You can ask Heather. I have probably about 10 notebooks full of information. I literally
I'm wondering.
I don't watch shows. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. I don't go to ballet shows. I don't really even watch sports besides wrestling. I research and I look up history and facts and hauntings. My fucking brain, bro, I'm telling you, I wish I didn't have it sometime. You can ask Heather. It's constantly.
I'm curious. If it is of an alien species, would it look different in different portions? Like, because aliens, do aliens look different over in Roswell than they do here, than they do in Europe, as they do in Italy, as they do everywhere else? Like, there's so many questions. Like, literally every answer we think we have, 5 more questions.
I'm going for another moonshine pickle. For those of you just tuning in, this is 20.
Insane.
I can't tell. What does it say? 29%? Not a lot, but.
No, it says 40.
Oh, 40%?
40 proof.
Moonshine. I'm going to go for a second one.
He wants me to try one so bad. He's like, but, just try it. But look at his face.
It almost intensifies the dill of it, the sour.
It sounds horrible. And here comes the face.
It's good. Just, hey, Megan.
Does it give you heartburn?
No, I'm trying to swallow a moonshine pickle. I saw these in the store, my new town I'm in, and
she's telling you to do it. Eat the pickle. I'm not doing it. You're crazy. Would you do it, Betsy? Would you try one?
You'd have to chill to wait till Friday when I go down. I'm 3 hours away from her right now.
Yeah.
But good. I'm glad you guys are all listening and stuff. This wasn't planned. I moved in.
No, we're testing. What's cool is we've been on for about 45 minutes. The connection's been good because you're in the middle of, you're in a Stephen King movie now. You're in the middle of nowhere. You're in the middle of nowhere in Maine.
My closest relative or friend is about 2 hours away.
Nowhere. You're in the middle of nowhere. So
no one around me knows me.
We've had great connection. I think the sound's been good all night, which is good. So yeah, this was just kind of like a. Plus, we get to see each other through video, and now we're talking to these guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to swallow this pickle.
Yes, that's really cool. It's so like that's like so mind-boggling, and I love it. I want to know, like every time I look into something, I feel like
Alabama.
I want to go to Alabama. Every time I look into something, it just opens up so many more questions for me, and it's amazing. But
awesome. Thank you, Lilac.
Yeah, that's good.
So even the
Alabama month.
Heather got to hold a turtle yesterday. She held 2 days ago. She picked up a turtle we saw on the road out in
He tried to eat me.
Heather picked him up and he went right in the shell. All his legs and his head.
He stuck right in there. I'm like, what's your matter, boy?
And then he goes,
doing? And then he comes out and starts like really like he got angry, and I'm like, all right.
That was actually in Oarsville Township.
Yeah, okay? A township. It wasn't even a town.
A township is when you have like less than 300 people and you have no municipal buildings. My next door neighbor is a township.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like Central Maine.
Basically, they figured there's so little people, why fucking bother? And it's like if you were to look at Maine, right? There's southern Maine. We're a tall state. Once you get halfway through, there's nothing. Nobody lives there.
No.
Until you get to Canada. I'm not saying nobody lives there. There are people that live there, but just those people gotta be alien because I don't know how they do it. Like that's like real survival skill shit. Living way the fuck up there. It's amazing. Yeah, don't do it.
So for those of you real quick, I said I showed it earlier, but I'll show you again. This is my kitchen. My little beer collection. Everything in here is mine or hers that she left behind. Same thing with my living room. I'm not gonna show you my whole house. And I think my neighbor might be out.
That would be great. Scary, but good.
Check this out. Yeah, it's my garden.
Oh, I can hear the birds. I can hear them.
Yeah. She left that. I got fucking chainsaw in there. I got a bunch of shit she left in there. That's my grill. I covered it so it don't get rusty. She left that. Heather knows. What's this? She left this fucking thing for me, dude. This came with the house. As well as these pot plants. She got wheat plants growing. Look at these guys.
Yeah, they're like randomly growing in random places. Next year will be different. Next year they're going to be.
Okay, see the pot plants?
So with you coming out of the house, I think your Wi-Fi is going out a bit because now you're going choppy.
There we go. I wanted to test it. I wanted to see how far it goes.
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Am I choppy, guys? Have I been choppy? Has he been choppy?
Hey, look, there's my hobo fire barrel, and there's my seat that came with it. That was all with it. Me and Head had a fire day and get all fucking hammered.
Let me tell you, an old school friggin' metal
who drives around with a couch in their car
is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Hey, you don't need your shovel yet. What are you doing with that yet?
I got my tiki girl. She glows at night.
She's got boobies.
It's getting dark in Maine, boys. Girl, oh shit! My windows are up. My roof is up. Well, the Wi-Fi lurks out back. Don't knock on my door. Well, I don't even know half you fucking people, and you guys just saw my house. Isn't that fucking crazy? This will be my future podcast. Yeah, she left the bed and back. Brand new bed, by the way. It's like literally a month old. She's not.
It's really comfy. It's really comfy.
TV. Dude, she left the washer and fucking dryer. Still plugged in, already done for a couple loads. There's a bathroom, nothing crazy. I don't have to
do laundry anymore.
Laundry anyway. My back door. I may have already added my touch. That was mine.
Yeah, show that. Show it. Help. Show that. That's really cool.
That's my back door. I don't like neighbors. I like you guys, but you guys are going to find out where I live. You guys are going to fucking time. Man. Oh, I'm kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, you guys, you don't want to come uninvited.
It holds my. I'm not really a weirdo. Then all this stuff, except for the wrestling shit. She left everything. That's going to be the bedroom. Podcast room will be the other room. Yeah. What kind of podcast shows you their fucking house? More people are all fucking set on not even moving. That was pretty dumb. All my haters are going to love that. There we go. So that was Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter's house. Y'all can leave now.
What are you doing over there, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter's house? This one's there. That one's there.
Look at another one of my 5-pack joints.
From Southern Maine.
So yeah, that's the house in a nutshell. Betsy put these. I don't know why, but I'm gonna come pound on that door she put. Betsy with the comment of the show, the comment of the day. Patience paid off. Thank you, Betsy. Betsy's someone who's been with us for a while. We haven't talked a lot recently because me and Heather, as you could tell, we've had a lot going on between moving and houses and other
just
things.
Emotions, life emotions. Shit happens.
Heather's vehicle got hit by her neighbor a month ago and nothing's happening and the cops are involved in this whirlwind of shit. And that's why I'm saying this episode isn't about so much about don't knock on the door. Betsy's gonna knock on it. Yeah, just be cool, man. Be fucking. You guys get it. This is literally the most laid back. Like I literally got back from Heather's. I left this morning with I and everything. I got back like 4 hours ago, took a nap, and now I'm doing a podcast. I'm not even prepared, no questions, nothing, but I'm winging it, and I'm getting more hearts and likes than they normally do. So you tell me.
Thank you, Megan. I just saw her. Yeah, I just saw Megan's comment. I miss you, Betsy. Life will pick up again. Trust. Don't understand that nothing stays
Megan for a
the
long
same.
time.
Nothing
Megan's a friend of my
stays the
sister's. Yeah. So it's good. It's good times, and so. What's in the future for Historically Haunted, you think? Do you think we're going to have any home cases? Do you think we might settle into just doing our own shows, maybe leaving it as a unity thing instead of a team? Do you want to recruit people? What do you think?
I would love, like, if I was just really sit there and say, what do we want to do? When it comes to doing home cases, I love that, but you guys got to understand the huge ass responsibility that comes with that. If anybody has a home case, to me, they're putting their life in my hand, just like as a doctor. So it's tough for me to have. I don't want to say the confidence because I know my good intentions. So I know my intentions are good, but it's still It's scary if you're not enough of what someone needs. It's kind of hard. So, it's a really good question, and as far as where we'd want to go. I definitely love the traveling. I love traveling and I love the history of learning about these old buildings and keeping that alive because honestly, I feel like something that you are researching this week could very well 30 years from now be that fucking evidence they're using in a paranormal case. Who knows? Who's to know that's not going to happen? Who's to say?
And I think that we talk about a lot is that the paranormal field's kind of watered down. And I mean that with all due respect. Everybody and their brother want to catch a fucking mist or a fucking orb. And I think you and me decided to kind of go differently. You went to the herbalist section, the witchy section. You're in the whole, you do your rocks and gems. Your garden's looking great. My sage is growing good.
Really
your
good.
lavender. We'll talk about that in a minute. But then I kind of went to the history side, which kind of liked. And I feel like there's more, it's more rewarding for me, for the history side than it is. There's more options. I can be a tour guide. I can run tours. I can write books. I can help save the past and maybe start a fun thing for a historical thing. As to where a paranormal investigator, all I'm doing is getting a party, going on a weekend, eating some gummy worms and going around with my friends, going to a place, spending money, which is fine, but I'm putting money into the place, but I'm not, I don't know. I like what I do, and I'm not knocking anybody, but I love, and I feel like even like the Parsonsfield Seminary in Parsonsfield, Maine, we got into that because we just stopped to look at the tree. And they go, you want a tour? A free fucking tour? People pay $300 a night to rent that place out. We had a tour of the whole premises for free.
Yeah, and it was amazing, that beautiful thing. Beautiful, just beautiful stuff. I would love, like, the old buildings.
Love you, Megan.
That we see just falling apart because they've been neglected is heartbreaking.
Bernard's Tavern. Thank you, Megan. I love you. I know Megan. Megan's like my sister. Heather loves me. Yeah, you're good. Every time I do a live, this Megan. Like, you're always so funny. She used to follow me when I was in the band, Calling the Herd.
Yeah, so she's seen you through all of it.
Yeah, she's been with, I mean, I remember when her and my sister Sarah had a fucking together back in high school, and they worked at Wendy's, and they used to give me free chili and shit. That was good stuff. But yeah, you're right, Heather, like Bernard's Tavern. We love that building, and now it's torn down. It's a garage. Couldn't have saved it if we wanted to. I mean, really, at this point, it's like shit.
No, and for 3 years, we were driving by with like, what if we got it one day and we made it this beautiful, beautiful, what an amazing piece of history.
Bed and breakfast. Remember they said that they had a thing where it's like 25,000 was the lowest bidding and no one bid on it. And finally some people from Texas bought it and tore it the fuck down. Now they're getting threats from the locals. Megan. Megan says, I'm a real groupie. Oh my God. Yeah, that's one thing I can count on you. I know you're raising 5 boys, you know, a fucking mother of 5 boys. You imagine. So you're a fucking all-star.
She's got to be an alien. There's no way a human can do that.
Oh, trust me, Megan's a fucking nut. Megan's an alien.
Holy shit.
Oh, Megan's a nut. But see, that's why I like doing this stuff, is because I feel like I don't have kids. I don't have like tie downs. I don't have a job, so to speak. I work at DoorDash. So the most part, which I can do anywhere. So I explore for those that can't. Heather can't go with me a lot of places. She's going to want, and she does piece by piece. But for now, she lives through me with Gettysburg, Virginia, Iowa. And it's stuff that I do. And I don't try to brag with my shit. I really hate bragging. That's why when I post videos and stuff, people are like, oh, you went to an abandoned house? Did you get permission? I'm like, I went to that house 5 years ago. I got like 90 videos on my fucking phone and on my book saved. Probably not 90, but probably at least a good 60 videos of places I've been that I upload to YouTube because oh, you only have 4. Shit, slow your input. Megan, you have your husband, don't you?
Oh, is it? I see in your future. I see in your future.
Kidding. Your husband's good. I'm giving you shit. You know how girls say. Like Heather always says, Adam's my 3rd kid. But to get back, what the fuck was I saying?
Oh, shit. What were we saying?
I don't remember. That just means I need to smoke more. But yeah, I don't know.
Parsons Seminary. Oh, your pictures, your videos.
Yes, the videos that I do. Like, I don't know if between cheated on, getting left behind, my mom dying, my grandfather dying in front of me, and me dying in a car accident or whatever, but I just don't give a fuck. If people don't like me, if I'm part of a group or something and they don't like me, then kick me the fuck out, get rid of me. I don't care. What I've gone through in life, my adversity, I don't owe anybody anything, anybody an apology or permission. I do what I want to do. I have lived my life, and guess what? I lived my life the way I wanted to, and I got my own fucking place. So you tell me. That's what it's about. Frank Sinatra's baby, my way. So when I do these videos, I don't do it to gloat. I don't do it to brag. I do it to share the info. I do it to let people know this is out there too. Share there's Lizzie Borden's. Share the Conjuring. Absolutely, there's Salem. But guess what? There's Danvers, Massachusetts, which was Salem Village. Rebecca Nurse, Homestead. Rebecca Nurse was hung as a witch. She's buried out back. Go visit that. Put money into that. Fuck all these other places that have millions of dollars. Go put money into the Rebecca Nurse Homestead. I love Salem. Then you go buy a Ouija board.
You got to understand. These houses are now.
Go support the real girls that died. Fuck that shit. Sorry, I'm passionate.
These houses. See what Moonshine Pickles does to you people. See, but these houses are now being bought by entertainment companies, not paranormal. Or it doesn't even have to be a paranormal. Not even just there. No, it's not being bought by families. Why not let a family live in the Lizzie Borden home? You know?
Yep.
Why not?
No.
Why not let a family have the memories of living in that gorgeous home with the curved staircase and the carpet on the floors and the little trap door on the 3rd floor up to the extra bedrooms?
Yeah.
Why not? No, let's make money off it. It's hard.
That's your bottom dollar. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. And I'm going to ruffle a lot of feathers here. And I'm sure there's people that don't like me ever since I started because I speak my fucking mind. Scary, I know. It's not PC. I don't give a fuck. When you have these attractions, Corey Heisen did it right, in my opinion, with the Conjuring House. He turned an old, beautiful home. I know he may have ruffled some feathers. I know he kind of kicked that girl out that put some money into supposedly whatever the fuck drama. But he set up nice tours with it. When he did up tours, he let people have the whole location. And people took advantage. People trespassed. People did stupid shit.
A lot of stress of him not feeling safe in his own home. And it wasn't because it's the Conjuring home and what happens, but the humans that are alive right now is what gave him that stress.
I want to go to the 1700s farmhouse. Yeah. I want to the 1700s farmhouse. Fuck
yeah, give it the tribute. Touch the walls.
I want to go because there's soldiers buried up front. I want to go because Bathsheba's stone down the road. She was a real supposed witch, and she's buried down the road. The movie is great, and I love Ed and Lorraine more than anything. But too many people want the Hollywood side of paranormal, and that's what's taking away.
And
here I am doing a podcast. I get it, but
the Warrens would tell you, they'll tell you the Conjuring movies aren't they're based on events, but like 90% is Hollywood.
I literally could message Tony Spera or Chris McKinnell, and I'd get a message back within the day from both of the Warren Legacy Foundation and Nesper, both sides, and they would tell me the exact same thing that you told me because you're friends with them too. You've talked to Judy personally, and me as well. We've met Judy Warren, I should say, Judy Spera now, and as well as, and I work with the Warren Legacy Foundation with Chris McKinnell. I don't really do a lot yet. I'm kind of fairly new, but and we've talked, and he knows, of course, I need to go. I got to ask permission before I go places, and I really feel like I always have anyway. The only time I don't is if it's like basically fucking just wide in the out and the deteriorated with no private property. If there's no signs and it's right there, who am I going to ask? Call the state, So.
I've seen you grow a lot in the last 4 or 5 years with realizing karma comes back to what you put out there. And if you do something you're not supposed to do, you don't need anybody else to tell you what to do or not.
Yeah.
So what? You're not perfect. Oh, friggin' well, who is?
Well, the thing is, dude, check it out. At the end of the day, like, the thing is, people are, and I know this is probably a bad opinion, but people are just like, it's like, oh yeah, like Facebook doesn't matter, guys. Even my voice right now, as much as I love it, it doesn't matter. It's about how you are, how you treat people close to you, and how people are going to remember you. Are people going to remember me as the vodcast guy, or the dude that helped save history, the dude that made it through adversity, the dude that loved his woman and treated her good, or the dude that ran a radio show? Like, come on, And I guess that's what some people want as the movie star, the Johnny Depp, whatever the fuck that drama bullshit is. I have no, if I ever do get a show or anything, it's going to be my way, or I'd just rather not do it.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people are the same way too. I think a lot of people are seem to see the glow of it. There wasn't this many ghost hunters 10 years ago until Zach Bagans and crew showed.
No.
I've been wanting to be a Ghostbusters since Ghostbusters, but not everybody else has. And I get it. It's cool. It's still a cool fad. I'm not dissing anybody, but come correct, come with respect, know your shit. And if you're not on my fucking level, I'm sorry, but peace the fuck out. I don't got time for ignorant people. And I know that sounds big-headed, and I'm like, oh, Adam's fucking cool, isn't he? No, life's short, and I just want to roll with people that know what's going on and that respect stuff, not to just, girl.
Yeah, and girl. I think it's important to explain, when you say not on your level, you're not talking about the level of your knowledge or the level of where you are in life. You're talking about the level of decency of human nature. That's the level he's talking about, not like, you know what I mean? So when someone says, "Hi man, how are you?" You don't just go, "Good." I go, "Very well, thank you for asking. How are you?" Not maybe so much gentleman like that, but what I'm saying is, when someone gives you something, you give it fucking back. When someone's like, "Hey man, I hope you had a good day." "I did. It was awesome. I had a great year." No man, what you do is, "Hey, I did, man. How was your fucking day? What's up?" Yeah.
communicate, be real. And I can see that. I can see a phony motherfucker. I've had people come on my fucking dick and ride me and, oh yeah, Adam's great. And then they like my shit and they heart it and I go to their little ghost hunts and then I stop going and crickets. No one likes Adam anymore. So I got my ones. And even if I don't, dude, what the fuck ever. I love it. And I love all you for watching. I love all you for listening. I'm not trying to knock anybody and I'm not going to any of you listening. Yeah. I'm just saying this as a whole. Just be cool, be true, be real, and be compassionate. Man, life's hard on us all. Like we need your evidence sucks, or I don't like that place, and what you're doing's wrong. And fuck that.
Or you can't be friends with this person because they did this to me in 1997. Or I know that person from they. Oh my God! I just want to say this, and I'm not going to even give these people any sort of like name drop because they're not worth it. But let me tell you something.
1.25 grams joint. Go ahead.
Oh, that's awesome. There's people that are so hateful in this world that I've had friends in my past that life changes and we're no longer friends. And I literally haven't talked to these people 5 years. Okay. Literally just last week, this person drove past me, noticed it was me, and was so infuriated by my presence, just so infuriated by my presence, laid on their horn, put up their middle finger, and said, "Fuck you!"
I was there. I was driving, yeah.
And I'm like...
Not me, but yeah.
I sat there, and I waved, and I waved, and I waved, because the shit that I go through with my fucking children and having to raise these girls just to survive in a hard world, that's my priority. Not whether or not I'm out doing your bidding as a friend, and I'm not, and it's just not happening. And it sounds harsh, like you said, it sounds harsh, but I just.
Is it? That's called standing up for yourself. People like that. People right now, there's a lot of people out there that like to see me struggling, that really knew me. They go, oh, he's homeless. Oh, he doesn't have a car. Oh, his mom died. I'll keep him down. He's got his own place. Oh, he's got his own radio show. He's doing good. People love to see people do things, whether it's fail or succeed or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, just mind your fucking business. Just live out, just fucking take care of your own. If people just take care of your own, oh, God love them. We'd all be fucking great. So let's talk about some paranormal shit, because that's what the show's about. We're going a little bit because we can until fucking Livewire kicks me off, whatever it's called.
Right.
So let's talk about bucket list, Heather. I know you love Salem. You're is New Orleans a bucket list, like top list still, or is there Italy? What's the deal?
So if someone was to say to me, you can choose any place out of Maine, where would you go? New Orleans, in the U.S., New Orleans would definitely be the one place I'd want to go. Yeah, she's like, I heard it, Daddy.
Move the camera. Show everybody the bulldog. Here's our bulldog, Athena Sky, the bulldog.
Where is she? Wait, hold on. Oh, there she is.
Is her head? Looks like she's sleeping.
Yeah, she was laying, because that was a big yawn of hers.
Oh, look at Betty Page's boobies in the back.
Yeah. Do you see her licking her lips?
Oh, yeah. It's Athena's. You see her little head underneath the lamp, guys. That's her bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh, and Megan's going to New Orleans on the Fly weekend, July 5th. Wow.
Oh, that's coming right up. That will be fun.
New Orleans, home of vampires, home of voodoo, home of the bayou, home of a lot of good rock, home of great food, and home of slaves, legends.
And
like
you
that.
know what? Wow, I feel like you're gonna feel the soul there. You're gonna feel, that's amazing.
Everybody watching, all 6 of you. If you guys want, tell me you guys can jump in too, man. This is you guys' show. What's your list? I'll read you guys, bring you on. If you got a bucket list, go ahead and chat and say it, and I'll bring it on. Maybe someone can comment. Bucket list for me, I'd say, if I had to say number one, it'd be Chicago. For my Bears, obviously, my Chi-Town Bears, but also for Al Capone, for the St. Valentine's Day Massacre happened in Chicago. The Chicago Tower, the Sears Tower, was the America's tallest building for a while. That's still there. Married with Children, the fountain was filmed there. So Chicago's got a lot of shit.
And the World's Fair.
This may be Chris Sanders, because I know he's from New Orleans. Is that you, Nathaniel Elwell, or is that Chris still? I can't tell. I think it's Nathaniel Elwell.
No, In New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Bucket list. I feel like if it's Chris Sanders, he's been there, so it must be Nathaniel. Because Chris Sanders probably has been to that place.
Jim, Alcatraz. My grandparents have seen the Birdman of Alcatraz's grave. I know Nicole's gone. Nicole Gaspardo, if she's watching, she'll say it is Facebook user again. Yeah. Well, Elwell and Nathaniel, Chris Sanders was on earlier, and he was a Facebook user too. That's funny. Jim says Alcatraz. Jim Brown, great choice. Alcatraz is killer. So much fucking stories from Alcatraz. So let's talk about your garden. What do you got growing in your garden these days? I know you got my sage. I got my sage, my baby sage.
Yes. So we went, it was a few weeks ago, and we went, actually more than a month ago, we went to a greenhouse and we picked up all these little plants, these little seedlings. And I picked up some vegetables but a lot of flowers, because this is the first time I've really done a garden, kind of like a 10 by 10, and it's all mine, and it's brand new, and I weeded it all, and it's in the community garden section of my town. And I picked up like a couple of gorgeous speaking of lilacs, gorgeous lilac plants.
Oh, yeah. She's gorgeous lilac. I was gonna say, if we're in New Orleans, we could stay with lilac. I'm gonna go ahead and invite us over. We can have a little. I hope you have enough room in your bed for 3 people.
I want to go so bad. Yeah, so I have. He's such a crazy.
I want to come so bad. All right. So anyway, let's keep it PG.
So I got the lilacs, but I have like my basil, my parsley, my oregano, because I want to do it for my sauces. This is the first time I've done it, but they're growing pretty good, and I'm excited. And then I got my little flowers.
You got all your witchy herbs growing. Oh, yeah. Look at this, Heather. Your gorgeous lilac says you can stay down there where they're hanging out. She'll show some vampire shit in lilac. You ever come to Maine, we'll bring you down to the witches. Me and Heather know exactly, not exactly, but I guess we know where the witches were hung. I know it's Gallows Hill, but there's a little spot.
I feel like it's there. I feel like it's there. Yeah.
We've been to a lot of stuff in Danvers. The Satanic
but you
Temple.
know, my favorite is the homestead in Danvers. The
Rebecca Nurse.
Not the Rebecca Nurse one. So I shouldn't probably say homestead, but the one that we go to.
Oh, Parsonage. The Parsonage.
Yes. Yeah.
That's where Tituba was.
That's my favorite.
That was the Black Witch. She was a slave, and they say that she had ties to voodooism. She's the one that taught the girls voodoo, gave them into.
So Lilac would have to go there, because she could take the voodoo that she felt down there and bring it up here into Danvers. But that place is amazing.
Voodoo.
You do.
Hi, Lilac.
Actually,
keep the coffee warm.
Look at that face.
I had to buy it. I got a Pop-It doll, which is a New England witch doll, which was used for protection, and then now I got a voodoo doll, which is evil cousin. You know, you gotta have it all, man. My house is gonna be Halloween nonstop once I'm fully decorated.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna go to 8:30 if you want. 15 more minutes. We got a good solid 5-6 people seem to be happy. Lilac's been watching the whole time. Lilac, we fucking appreciate you so much. You want a paranormal team, Lilac? Do you do paranormal? Do you do readings, tarot cards? You must be involved somehow. Go ahead and post a comment. If you have anything, I'll share it and promote you. It'd be my pleasure. So we're talking about bucket lists. Let's talk about we talk about your garden.
Did you say your bucket list?
I said
New Orleans.
I said Chicago.
That's right. And then that's right. We talked about the Chicago Fair.
Italy, you know, the vampire island in Italy where the dead were buried with bricks in their mouths was pretty cool. Of course, Dracula's castle. Let's see, Debbie. Bucket list. If I go to UK, it would be Stonehenge. I've been to America's Stonehenge in Salem, New Hampshire, actually.
Yeah.
But that'd be a possible plantation. I go to wait a minute, USA.
Oh, is there? So there's amazing plantations down in South Carolina, North Carolina. Oh, gorgeous! I haven't seen any other. I've never been to Georgia, so I can't speak of those ones. But I do know South Carolina, North Carolina have amazing, literally long driveway plantations. And I didn't know. Is there a cemetery for just the victims of the Titanic? I love the Titanic story. I love that.
Yeah, she's obsessed. Not even because of the movie, just the whole story. It's just, I think a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Actually, an Alabama spot is the port in New York where the Titanic was supposed to land, which was also filmed in Ghostbusters 2. Remember, they go, hey, it's a port authority. He goes, where does he want? He goes, the Titanic just showed up.
Better late than never.
And there's like a boat. That's a real port in New York, and that's where it was supposed to show up. So
I want to go there.
Movie spot. Yeah, well, I know stupid shit. Not stupid shit, but whatever.
So this is why I want to go, and I want to do trivia night with you. I think it'd be so fun to just sit in a little small bar, whatever. Have like I love eating, so let's have some nachos, right? Wings, yeah, a couple drinks, and do some trivia.
I wore my Macho Man shirt at Denny's, and the girl goes, "You want nachos, Macho?" I go, "Oh my god, that was so funny."
She was so. See, this is so funny. Sometimes I'm like all about people being weird, and then sometimes I'm like, "Why are you talking to me right now? What are you doing?"
Like the girl at the diner that Adam Sandler eat in New Hampshire. When we ate all our food, she goes, "Good job, guys!" Like we're fucking like 8-year-old kids.
I literally, we were stoned and amazed to be in the Red Arrow diner that Adam Sandler always goes to. We were
Red Arrow, thank you, baby, the original.
Yeah, yes, we were in awe of it, and so we're sitting there, and of course, all that food, it's good diner food, real cheap too, went down our throats. Yes, and she acted like we were like we were little kids, and we finished our plates. I'm like, this is great. I feel so.
That was cool.
Like I feel so nice here. Yeah.
I had the Adam Sandler burger, just the way he has it, because he goes there a lot. He was born and raised in Manchester, New Hampshire, where that restaurant is. And we've been to his movie, Hubie Halloween on Netflix, one of my movies. We've been to his filming sites. Oh, here we go. Where the Titanic went down, anyone ever investigate on the water before? Sorry. Oh, no, I mean, out to the spot? No, that'd be kind of a weird investigation. But, I mean, I wouldn't even consider, like, I guess, like, I investigate, but I don't sit out there with these REM rods and these pen things beeping. I just go out there with my eyes and ears and listen and take pictures probably. But I would love, that would be a great, I never thought of that, to try to go to the exact, you'd have to, like, do the longitude, latitude, you know, to figure out where the ship was when it went down. But that'd be a crazy spot to be like.
I want to do.
Obviously, the water would have been shifted, but still, that'd be that'd be pretty weird.
I mean, so badly. I want to do the course. You know, you get picked up in Ireland, and you take the Titanic they're recreating and just finish. I think it's just getting finished now, and you ship out from the port it left, and you land in the port it was supposed to get to, and you at the same time you're going to leave at the same time, and you're supposed to arrive.
Wow.
At the same time. So literally, I want to do that. I want to do it so bad. Like, I want to stay up and hit the ice. I want to be awake when the iceberg hit, you know?
Oh, I was saying, I want to go, just let everybody know that they went down. Like, they go over the
I don't know. I would do it. I would get up there and knock on everybody's door.
Can everybody please sit down and just listen? This is the spot that went down. Enjoy your crawfish.
And like if they have the violins and everything still going.
The band went down with the ship, yo. That's some fucking killer.
I want to do that.
Yeah, you didn't have no clue. I didn't know that either, Debbie. So they're talking about this, or they are doing it?
They are doing it. I'm Googling it right now. Titanic. Let me see if I can find out. And the cost of a ticket is going to be the same cost as it would have been in those money. Oh, good find, Chucky. You know what I mean? Like a ticket would cost. They have first class, second class, third class tickets, just like they did on the original ship.
The poor fuckers are down in the bottom with the coal diggers. The coal.
Where would you go? What would you do?
I'd want to be with the coal shovelers. I'd want to be on the bottom with the poor people. That's where to me, because the rich people got off. The most poor people, a lot of people died in the bottom. Even though it's not the original ship, I don't want the experience of being down there, even though it'd be scary. I hate claustrophobia. Yeah. You know me. I like to put myself in morgues at 1 a.m. I've been in morgues. I've laid down in bathtubs where girls committed suicide in the asylum. I've laid in beds where guys have committed suicide. Probably not smart now that I think about it. But at the same time, I don't give that stuff power. I've been wow, I've been in some really fucked up place. I've been in Lizzie Borden's basement at 3 a.m. by myself while you were fucking upstairs and you wouldn't go down. I've been in some really fucked up shit now that I think about it. But yeah, I can't think. She says, okay, so yes, besides, I've been on the USS Salem twice, and Heather's been on it once.
Yeah, it's a great show.
We talked about that earlier, Deb, because Dave Childers was here.
And then he left.
Go ahead, baby. Oh, sorry. So 20 minutes left, or 20 minutes, 10 minutes left or so. If you want to put some stuff, you know, you got a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. Go ahead and rattle off some shit.
Yeah, write it in there.
All right, she's on the Witch and Life Guide show on Paranormal King Radio Network every other Thursday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's for an hour, pretty much about witchy stuff, herbal stuff like that, her travels, and usually what her guests to talk about. It's a live chat. She's also got a YouTube channel, Life Guide on YouTube, which is all her shows archived with people like me as a guest, Chris McKennell, which is a Warren Legacy Foundation member, also Ed and Lorraine's grandson. Any others she's got on there, as well as Betsy, who's in chat. She's also got a personal Facebook page, Heather Caminiti, which is her personal YouTube channel page as well. And she's also co-founder, head witch, researcher, and historian investigator at Historically Haunted Paranormal as well. And I think she's on TikTok. Is that true?
You know, I am actually. See, that's why I have him do that. See how good he is? Because if I was to do what he just did, it just wouldn't be good. We're
all good in our own ways, baby. You can make a fucking food. I can't do, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, so you're TikTok. Let's promote that.
So I do TikTok, and like I don't do like I'll be honest, there's a lot of filters and a lot of things I think on there. I don't really get into that too much because I'm old. I don't understand it, but I really do love how, like, one of the things I love doing with my free time is like painting and crafts and arts and stuff, baby. And so I like to take pictures of the progress because it's kind of like soothing to me, and it gives me that satisfaction of like finishing something, seeing something come to fruition and stuff like that. So I do TikToks, I'll take pictures of it, and then I can, I just watch it from the beginning to the end.
Oh, her paintings are unreal. I sit and I'm too fucking, I can't do that, but God bless her. So that's cool. And of course, you got little funny things with your bulldog, and she's got her own page, Athena Sky the Bulldog, on Facebook.
Yeah, she's pretty much more spoiled than I am. I spoil her more than I do.
For those of you that go, this girl's a mother. I don't see her daughters. Her daughters not only are camera shy, but one of her daughters on Facebook, that her profile picture is a cat, and that's all she cares about, and she don't have no pictures of herself. And her other daughter refuses to even take her fucking mask off half the time. So she loves her kids. She doesn't push it on them. Some people push their kids to smile, wear this, join sports, join the band. Heather's like, do what you want to do, just don't kill anybody or yourself.
Yeah. But to me, like, I struggle with that because obviously, you want to have your kid like valedictorians and this and that, and you did the best you can. I didn't, honestly, you know what? I wasn't even raised. No one raised me. Okay. So I don't even know how to raise myself. So here I am trying to raise two other people, doing the best I can. And it's amazing how tough we all are on ourselves when you really think about, obviously we're doing literally the best that we can with what we have given to us at that time. So I appreciate that. It's fun. It keeps me going, but I am almost done. I've been doing it for a long, long time. Many, many years. Getting myself up with that alarm, getting kids out the door.
Dude, this fucking Lilac chick are you commenting as a Lilac or what? You guys are literally doing the fucking same. Welcome. That's Heather, Caminiti. Please send her a friend request. I should let her say that, but she's
he's my speaker.
Yeah, you seem like a good soul. I know you're far away, but I think you two would bond. I think you'd be great on her show, and I'd love to have you on my show. So Lilac, please send Heather a request and or me. I get it. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you do, that's cool too. And I'd love to have you as a guest on, and we can talk more. I'm sure you're involved in that stuff. You sound very spiritual. And if you just want to talk, I'd love to have you on. I do have a radio show that's audio only. If you're scared of being visual, some people don't like that. And maybe sometime I can have you on with Heather, and we can have a threesome. I meant three people on this. Sorry, you know what I mean. On this three-way. I'm
Home
gonna
of
stop
the
now because I'm
three-way.
buzzing.
Home of the three-way. See, listen, moonshine pickles, folks. Moonshine pickles.
Oh,
This is
and
what
cast
happened.
iron bake.
And the cast iron bitch. So yeah.
Big shout out to Bigelow Brewing, even though they don't fucking know me or sponsor me. All right, 5 minutes left, so trailing off, but Lilac's been there the whole time. She's a good shit. Hopefully it's a real person and not a bot. Seems like every time we get pumped. So
you know what though? If a bot wants to be our friend.
If a bot wants a fucking three-way, then we're down.
God.
I don't give a shit. If she thought we were sucked, we should have fucking got rid of us a long time ago.
Yeah.
She's a good people. They're all, oh, look at this. See, like that. Absolutely. I'll send you both friend requests, and I'd love to do that with both. Look at that. We're in like Flynn. See what happens? We go out and tell people what's up. We're going to New Orleans next month. I get the money. I got a lot of money. We're going. Cool. Well, I think Heather will invite for an invite to get you on her show first, and then I'll probably do mine or some point or something. And we'd love to be friends with you. We're gonna go because we're trailing off. And actually, that is so crazy. You said that I went to my doctor today, and he said that you sure you're not an alien. I looked at him and I giggled. I was like, I get that a lot, but maybe I start probing. They wouldn't think about that about me. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I know Heather won't care if I say this, but if you probe me, I'd be down with that. What the fuck ever. And dude, when you're 43, you've died once, and people around you have died more than once, you're down with anything except for eating fucking razor blades.
Yeah. No pain.
Seriously,
no
I know it sounds funny, but we're good people, and we have nothing but humor and love. As long as you're just cool and you don't bring drama. Me and Heather are very, very good people. So we're gonna end it. Anything you want to say? Anything? A couple minutes just for the fucking shits and giggles and the giggles and the shits.
I'm really happy with you getting you get the Wi-Fi going. You have it seems like your connection's good.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped out once. That's good. I was fucking worried. So
I think a little bit when you went out into the backyard, maybe, but
right, which I don't plan on broadcasting up by the fire, which actually would be kind of cool. But that's good to know. Yeah. Get my Wi-Fi just for my phone and stuff too.
Yeah,
be careful. So cool. Historically Haunted Vodcast. What a success! This was just going to be a little trial run bullshit. And win an hour and a half, and and it was
fun. This is the way they should always be.
Yeah,
thank you, Debbie.
Debbie, thank you. And we had a great new friend, Miss Lilac. I'm sure she smells as good as her name is.
And lilacs do smell amazing.
That's what I'm saying. And Debbie's a great friend. Debbie, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Betsy Lou for checking in. Jim Brown for checking in. Fucking amazing. Don Murray Brown. Jim's still there. I know he's going to go on Fridays. That's cool. Tuesdays works for him. Jim, I'll have to have you Don Murray back on. As my guest at one point. I'll blast Lilac. Oh, that's fucking dope. That's killer. You're good shit. You're one of our you're one of our aliens. You're Deontay. I am an alien. No matter how hard I try, I just don't fit in.
Very good job, baby. I think she'd be very, very impressed.
I love you, Lundy. So thank you guys all for watching and putting up with my fucking bullshit for an hour and a half. Boom Boom Caminiti, the witches with the nothing wrong with the witch with the most. Like I don't know. You're welcome, Debbie. Debbie's awesome. Such a sweetheart, beautiful lady, great actress. We get to meet.
Very talented.
Yeah, I'd love to spend more time with her sometime. We'll do some haunts down. You guys are in Maine, hit us up. We don't bite. We do actually, if you really want us to. That's after hours though. So for Heather Caminiti, the Witch and Life Guide Show, Historically Haunted Paranormal, Historically Haunted Show, Historically Haunted Vodcast, Historian Ghost Hunter, hashtag Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter, hashtag Witchen, WITCHEN. That's her.
Very nice, very nice.
From Chucky, from Annabelle, from fucking Lilac. Megan, I'm going to forget my girl Megan. Love you, sis.
Thank you, girl. Megan. You guys got to make sure.
Lilac, Betsy, Nathaniel, Chris Sanders, go ahead.
I was going to say, make sure that they tune in next week because what you have in the background is not going to be there. I guarantee it. Because that's just it looks great, but he's going to have a really cool room dedicated for his interviews, which is it's a wet dream for a man. You know what I mean? And he deserves that. So,
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna see it, but you guys are gonna have to tune in to see it. So, do it. Do it.
Look at this fucking cat. Lilac, you better be a real chick. You better be a real person because you're going to get me and Heather all fucking flustered and all fucking red in the face. Not be some fucking 95 bald dude with a computer. You better be a real chick, Lilac. I'm just giving you shit. You really are. You're adorable. You're awesome. From Heather Caminiti, from Adam Began, historian ghost hunter. Hey, man. Catch you guys next week. Thanks for the love and support. Go to a cemetery. Go do something cool. Go eat a fucking apple. I'm a real person.
Anything that makes you feel warm inside.
Just don't hurt anybody, and please don't hurt yourself. Life's too short. Take care of yourself.
Hang in there. Everything's great. Yeah.
Nothing is as bad. Not yet. See you guys later. Much love. Get some history. Take care, and we're done.